Hey everybody, it's Russell from What Drives Us. Welcome to our review of the Toyota bZ4X slide presentation. This is the same presentation that was given by Toyota to all the journalists. And I just want to go over this. Why? Why do I want to go over this? Well, Toyota spends a lot of time putting these presentations together, and they're always really well organized. So I think this is a great format to use, and we have their wonderful graphics. So let's get it started. It begins with just a look at the bZ4X. We also talk about the original two Toyota electric vehicles, the first two generations of RAV4 EV. And they're there, and they deserve it. They deserve to be mentioned. The bZ4X is the third Toyota EV. 22 years, this is talking about Toyota's contribution to electrified vehicles. 41% of all electrified vehicles globally are Toyotas. That's a huge number. Of course, electrified again is anything that has a battery system to supplement a gas as well as a battery electric vehicle. So somewhat confusing, but nonetheless, there it goes. Toyota's going to talk now about their upcoming investment for battery production. They are building a plant in, I believe, North Carolina. That is the next slide. And that is over $1 billion, 1,700 jobs. They will make enough batteries for 1.2 million electric vehicles. A slide with all of the forthcoming and existing electrified Toyota vehicles. Yay! Going up next, we've got just a couple of shots of the Bee Zed being charged. Basic watch, talking about quality, durability, reliability. These are terms that everyone associates with Toyota, and Toyota's just reinforcing that now that Toyota's in the electric vehicle market. Again, no, now that they're in the electric vehicle market, they bring these things to the table that other manufacturers may or may not. Let's talk about the Bee Zed itself. Beyond zero, right? What is it? Well, it's easy on the eyes, it's easy to drive, it's easy to stay connected, it's easy to own. It's obviously going to be part of their marketing is that this is an easy vehicle. Toyota did this as well with their rather ill-fated self-charging hybrid spiel, which didn't really end up very well. But again, this is going to be, it's easy. It's not a scary electric vehicle. A quick shot of the panoramic roof in the Bee Zed, and it's beautiful, lets a lot of light in, makes the cabin, which is very spacious, very big. It makes it feel very open and airy, which is nice. Then we've got a shot of the dash, a couple of shots of the dash. I'll talk more about this in the driving experience. I think the fabric on the dash is a little weird. Aesthetically, from an artistic perspective, it's a nice change of texture. I'm not really sure that I want fabric on my dash, but whatever. A nice little x-ray shot of the ET&GA platform with an outline of the Bee Zed vehicle. It has several driving modes if you have the limited trim. Otherwise, it just has a snow mode. We're going to talk a little bit now about the ET&J platform. This is the dedicated battery electric platform that they're using for the Bee Zed. And there you go. All sorts of exciting things. It's the basic kind of skateboard thing. Toyota intentionally did not include space for a frunk. Their deal with this was that if they put that stuff up in the front where the engine compartment would normally be, they're going to have a more spacious cabin. And people don't necessarily, people use the cabin every time they use the car. They're not necessarily using the frunk. So, it's an arguable, debatable point, and there it is anyway, right? Next up, we've got Toyota's 7 points on the Bee Zed. This is, so we'll go through those things one by one. There's Toyota's the progressive possibilities. It is their first national BEV. It's going to roll out in CARB states first, and then throughout this year, it will expand to all 50 states. Again, Toyota qualities that people come to mind with Toyota. that's really the strength of the Bee Zed. Behind the name, I did a little short video of this. It's really simple, Beyond Zero. They want it to be more than just an electric car. Ford designates the vehicle size. X is the vehicle shape. It's an SUV. Safety technology in this vehicle is top-notch. It has Toyota's best ADAS features. The most recent versions of them. It is an excellent vehicle to drive. Love that. Technology and convenience. I got to tell you, I love the new Toyota audio multimedia system. The voice control works really well, and again, more details on this in the driving review. But and the 9-speaker JBL upgrade system sounds really nice. In fact, arguably, I want to tell you, it sounds on par with the system in the 7-figure Lexus LC500, the Mark Levinson system. It's a nice sound in stereo. There's a new Toyota app that will give you a digital key feature, remote connect, allow you to do other things. It's fun, that's cool. This is where everything's going, right? And this is sort of Toyota kind of catching up and offering these tools so that you can control your vehicle or access your vehicle from your phone. So good for them for that. Convenience. Convenience is, the safety features, the Toyota audio multimedia system, tinted glass. I hate the dial shifter. Again, more on that in the driving review. They've done this little dial shifter thing. It's something lots of companies don't get right, sadly. Feature highlights, bird's eye view, of course, device charging, built-in key charging, and it's got a little slot with a little cover. It's pretty cool. It's okay. The exterior of the vehicle. Hey, guess what? It looks just like the exterior of a vehicle. Isn't it crazy? Hammerhead design. They royally talked the hammerhead design up. I'm not sure why they're so proud of a design that clearly doesn't help the coefficient of drag, and which kind of hurts them in their efficiency. Again, more on this in the driving review, but it's a style that I think they think customers want, so that's what they're going to do. Colors, really basic colors. In fact, kind of looks like Tesla, doesn't it? Yeah, just really basic, kind of boring colors. They're nice. It's okay. All LED lighting, 2 different kinds of LED lighting depending on which one you get. I love this next slide. This is a 1-to-1 comparison between the bZ4X and the RAV4. It is nearly identical. So that's a nice real-world comparison, especially if you're a RAV owner, and there's a lot of those out there. Interior. Toyota's really kind of continuing their experiment with piano black and with textures and with white leather and perforated leather or soft tex. It's okay. I wasn't blown away by the interior, but this isn't a $70,000 car. This car starts in the 40s. No big deal, right? Performance specs. Let's talk about it. It drives exactly the way you would expect a vehicle of this size and weight. An electrical vehicle. It's torquey. It's fun. It's got lots of pickup. It has no trouble passing anywhere. Again, more on this in the driving review. But it drives really well. Range. Everyone cares about range. As low as 222 miles, as high as 252 miles, depending on which mode you get. For me, I think that's absolutely fine. There are other people that are going to compare this car to other vehicles and whine about it. That's fine. Maybe you need more. I'm going to suggest that 99% of the customers that would buy this vehicle don't need more range. They may want more range, but they don't need more range. And the last thing this vehicle needs to be is heavier. And by that I mean more batteries. So all sorts of exciting features and packages, the usual sort of Toyota things. Key takeaways, here's the wrap up. It's really, really simple. Toyota has, distinct style, spacious interior, technology, and versatility. That's really it. And again, all of this hangs on the Toyota name. Toyota is very conscious of their perception of how people perceive them in the marketplace. And they're leveraging that. They're using that with this electric vehicle. So good for them on that. Then we get to just sort of some pictures of the interior, which are nice, but, you know, and the exterior, there's some lifestyle shots, you know, whatever, who cares, right? You know, move on, move on. Finally, we're going to talk about price. The XLE, the base model, as it were, starts at $42,000. For the front-wheel drive, all-wheel drive starts at $44,000. The limited version starts at $46,000 and goes up to $48,000 for all-wheel drive. Much more on the front-wheel drive versus all-wheel drive in the driving review. I definitely have some things to say about that. And that's about it. We've got a nice little shot here of the Bee Zed again, and of course, here's a shot of Toyota's electrified fleet. You know, here's what they have. They're hybrids, and of course, the Bee Zed and the Mirai, sort of, you know, the weird orphan. Nonetheless, there it is. There's the wrap-up. That gives you a quick overview, lots of pictures, lots of specs and whatnot, and hopefully that will help you make the decision you need to make. Thanks so much for watching and or listening to the show. As always, do subscribe to our channel and hit like on the video. Maybe even share the video if you like this very much. We would appreciate it a great deal. We appreciate your support. Thanks so much, and until next time, drive safe.